Hey guys, Driven to Conquer here, and I'm going to take you through my starter build that I did for Project Diablo 2 Season 3. I've been working with the Holy Bolt, Fist of Heavens, kind of hybrid Paladin build. And even though the Holy Bolt got some nerfs the last two seasons, this one and the one before it, it still works really well. And then the Fist of Heavens on top of that got a rework, so it does a little bit more damage. It's self-casting, and I was curious enough to want to check it out this season. Everything you're seeing here is what I've self-found, and I haven't traded anything else for it. And it's nothing that great, but it's all stuff that you can do. So if you're curious about starting a... Oh my god, I got a cat jumping on my lap. Say hi, cat. There's the cat. So if you're curious about doing a Paladin but don't know a good starter build or anything like that, this one will do just fine. I'm currently working through Hell. It can pit, so I'm going to be farming pit a little bit with it. I'll run a couple after I'm done explaining the gear. But let's go ahead and just jump into that real quick. So for our main weapon is Spirit, a really cheap rune word that we all know we can get. I just threw it in Crystal Sword because it was the first 4-socket thing that I had. It's going to help us reach that faster cast rate. As you can see on the left-hand side with all my current gear, I'm at 75 faster cast rate, which is decent enough for the low-level gear that I have. Moving on, we got the Helm, which is lore. Again, +1 skills, really helpful for this build. Our armor is Stealth. Again, another really cheap rune word. Help us hit that FCR breakpoint. For an amulet, I did have a +2 combat skills I was using, but I just don't have it on this build. I use this one for my MF, but it's a plus skill, so it gets the job done. For my shield, another plus skill. It has some faster block rate, chance of blocking, decent, a little bit of res. I did have a shield that had 20% faster cast rate on it. I actually slammed it and then got this. So not necessarily a brick, but you know, lost that faster cast rate, which is totally fine. Because we still have that 75. We found some chance guards just for that MF and that gold find, which is helpful. Also that plus mana after each kill. We got a basic caster ring. Crafted a caster belt, which I do swap for the Tel Rashas when I do MF runs. Which when I do my MF gear, which I swap the shield over here too, I have 100. You know, it's not that great. Once I find some charms I can replace, like say I have a dexterity charm in here, a couple of them for no reason, I'll swap out that. Cat's fighting in the background, they'll get over it. I'll swap them out for some MF charms, and life will be just fine. But honestly, and then my other ring, another faster cast ring, and then just treads of Chthon, whatever, nothing really that special. But it's getting the job done. You know, it really is. Let's go ahead and look at some other stuff. Anything else really? My reses are absolute garbage. Again, I haven't finished Hell, so I'm missing that +10 that we get from the Anya quest, as well as just some charms down in here to help me fill that out. Let's go ahead and look at the skills. So nothing into offensive auras. You don't have to do anything with that. Starting off, this build has carried me all the way through Hell. Like I haven't respec'd once at all. You max out Holy Bolt. That's what you're going to be using for the most part. Put 1 point into Holy Light. Don't have to do anything for Blessed Hammer. Then work yourself down, and then you max out Fist of the Heavens. And then after you max out Fist of the Heavens, I max out Holy Nova because it's a synergy for both. Whereas Holy Light is only a synergy for... Well, I guess no, it is a synergy for both of them. Anyway, so that comes second. Max Holy Nova, max Fist of the Heavens, max Holy Bolt, and then you work for Holy Light. You definitely want to allocate a point to get Joust, which is helpful. I am doing a thing on this on softcore, but it is hardcore viable in my opinion. I'm doing a thing right now that if I die less than 10 times this whole season, which I've only died twice, and it's been because I'm terrible at the game, but if I die less than 10 times, I'm going to make a hardcore character next season. Having that little leaderboard thing pop up this season has been pretty entertaining and also sad at the same time. Going back to the skills, we get a point into Holy Shield. We'll probably put some more into there later. Defensive auras, again, pretty simple. Put points in to get into Vigor. Vigor is helpful. Prayer is a synergy to Holy Bolt, so you can max that out if you want. I just haven't started to do that yet. Redemption is really helpful because this is a pretty mana heavy thing to keep us off. And then you can also put points into salvation, which I will do probably later going through hell, just to deal with some of those you know, monsters coming in. A lot of elemental damage. As far as stat points, pretty basic. It's max vitality, put enough to put strength, dexterity, enough to wear your gear. And yeah, as you see, my rises are terrible. That's with salvation. Not, well, I should say it's pretty bad, but hey, it's better than nothing. So let's go ahead and run the pit so you can see how this build works. Okay, I'm going to swap over to my pathetic MF that I have, but I need. Now, when we do this, we do lose our breakpoint, unfortunately, but hey, what are you going to do? I need something while I do these runs. And there are the archers that are lightning immune in the pit, but other than that, it does pretty decent damage. You just don't want to turn a blind corner and run into a big pack of them. You know, that's the real dangerous thing about running pits, is just those archers. And I still don't have a Raven's Frost, so bear with me with the cold damage. But we're doing decent damage. Like, ain't bad for Fist of Heavens when we still have synergies to max out. And I do use Holy Bolt in certain areas because every now and again the Fist of Heavens sometimes doesn't want to cast necessarily. Like, say you're in a dungeon and you're going around a corner and there's a monster right here or something right through that door. It won't cast on it because it's not in your initial field of view, even though the light is illuminating it. So, you know, tight corridors, I will sometimes go to Holy Bolt or even single target damage. Is it the fastest pit runner? Absolutely not. But, you know, for a starter build, it gets the job done. I'll probably, you know, farm some gear up, make this a little stronger, and then maybe turn this into my Zealer. Go do some keys. We're level 76 also. But this has all just been a kind of very casual push. So these are lightning immune. But we still do plenty of magic damage against them. And there is argument to be made to maybe use an Act 3 Merc to break those lightning immunities. Ow. Right now I'm just using the standard Act 2 one. So, pretty basic. It sucks not having that faster cast rate, but what are you going to do? I need to stack some kind of MF. But yeah, the Fist of Heaven rework's been really nice. When that's a better caster ring for me, I could really use it. So far, as far as gear that we found, the only thing we really noteworthy is a High Lord's Wrath that we found so far this season, but decided to do some more farming. And this thing will do the job, you know. I've done Nightmare Cows with it. Mephisto's okay. Oh, I picked that up. Not bad. Res Ring with MF. Honestly, if we could slam a Cannot Be Frozen on it, I'd be pretty happy. Should have just more cold res. But yeah, as you can see, it can pit. It'll get the job done. Like I said, I haven't had to respec at all from normal through Nightmare. I just need to find a little bit better gear. I'm wanting to make a another Spirit to go alongside my other one. Wouldn't be opposed to finding some better boots. And again, Raven Frost would really help me out. And you know, hey, if I'm able to get some better armor as well, I'll be pretty happy with that. But anyway, guys, that's my build so far. Really basic, really cheap, really affordable. If you're making a Paladin this season and don't know a good starter build, you know, Holy Bolt and Fists of Heavens is totally fine, totally gonna work. So please check out my Twitch. Link is in the description, and I appreciate you guys watching the video if you made it this far. Have a good night.